Hello everyone, this is Ryan, Tiffany's beloved husband, and I'll be doing something for juggling our way.
Honey, no,
it's okay. I almost got this, guys. Watch.
But
No, juggling our way.
But honey,
Aha! Whoa!
But honey,
Juggling my way.
But honey, it is journaling.
I'm not gonna juggle your journals.
It's for journaling our way, not juggling our way.
Journaling.
Yes, journaling.
Not juggling our way.
No, not juggling.
So you don't need me to juggle your journals?
No, I don't need you to juggle nothing.
Oh. Well, okay then. Enjoy.
Enjoy? Thanks, honey. Welcome to Journaling Our Way, brought to you by Tasha, Sunflower Tasha DIYs. You're going to be hosted by all of us, all six of us. Tasha, Lisa, me, Tiffany, Mary, Nikki, and Christy. We're all going to be linked in the description box below. I will make sure all of us are going to be down there. So make sure you check all of us out, guys, because we're all going to have our own versions, our own stuff to show you. Right now I'm going to be working on tags. So this is DIY 1. I will have a journaling page in this as well, but I wanted to do a few tags as well, guys. This first one, First of all, I'm just trying out my new scoreboard that I purchased. This is the first time I actually got to try it out. I think I cut something on something earlier or later in this thing that I did before I did this. But the first one I cut out there was a little bit short. I wanted it to be a little bit longer, or a little bit wider. So I was just like, okay, let me try this again. It's a mindset of trying to get it. It's fine going one direction because they have like your measurements on both sides here, but you only have the score thing going on for one direction. So I had to try to think of how to turn my paper. I'm not used to doing this. I mean, it works out fine. My mind was just not. I also am suffering with a cold, so like my mind's just not there. It's like jello. So just bear with me. I cut out 2 of them, and I'm just going to cut at the very top of them in a diagonal to make it look like a tag, basically, like a regular tag. You can use these for presents as well, guys, if you didn't want to use them in a junk journal or anything like that, but this is basically just using a decorative tag. This is basically like chipboard that I'm cutting out as well. So is basically I got it out of garbage, to be honest with you. So keep that in mind, save your garbage. I'm using scrapbook paper, and I'm just going to glue the scrapbook paper right down to our decorative tag that we're using here. And I'm just going to be fussy cutting basically around with my X-Acto knife just to get that excess paper off here to make it all look nice and fancy. Now I'm going to be taking my dark espresso, and I'm just going to go around the edges of this to darken it up. Make it all look cute and rustic. So here I'm grabbing out a few like ephemera pieces that I had in my stash. Just trying to use up stuff that I have in my stash. I was kind of hawing around about this one. I did kind of like her, but I decided to go a different route. So I grabbed out a piece of this Christmas wrapping or music paper and decided to go this route. I wanted something that wasn't going to take up the entire thing, and that's kind of why I didn't use that other paper. So I'm just kind of dirtying this up down a little bit. I'm going to glue that down. This also has red music notes too, so it kind of fits with our red theme here. Now, I kind of really liked the one that had the polka dot, but I thought I'd try out the one with the white dress. But I did end up going back to the one with the polka dot dress. I liked her more. So, before I glue her down though, I was just like, she needs to have something to where it looks like she's standing on something, so she don't look like she's floating. So I grabbed some, sparkly green washi tape that I had in my stash, and I just kind of put the line down there, so she's kind of standing there on top of that now. This is something I got from Dollar Tree. It's kind of like netting like ribbon. And then I decided I was going to punch my hole in here quick before I got too far into it. Otherwise, I was going to have problems doing my hole for my punch. So here I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue. It actually got to be a little too much, to be honest, but you ain't going to even notice that. But I did have to let it cool just a tiny bit before I stuck my finger into it because of all that stuff. If you have really sensitive fingers, definitely be careful, but I've done this for a few years, so my fingers are a little bit more numb to that. Grabbed out a little bit of flour, or a little feather, if I can talk, and I grabbed out some of these stickers that I've had in my stash for ages, you guys. This is one thing that was great about doing junk journaling and paper crafting, is that I'm using up some of these stickers that I've had in my stash forever. And I grabbed this little cute little poinsettia, and we're just going to put a little dab of hot glue on the back, glue our little feather down to it, and then we're going to stick that right down on top of that little ruffle there that we have going. And then we got out a couple of buttons. This one's a little wooden button, and then I have like a little sparkly like yellow button. I stuck that down on the bottom. I kind of liked that. And now we're gonna just grab some little baker's twine here and just tie our little string off. And there you have it. Project number 2. Now, I saved you the trouble of me doing the whole gluing down the paper and cutting the paper and all that junk. This is our second tag that I cut out. I'm going to dirty it up, but I'm also going to use some of my dioxide alcohol spray. I just recently got this stuff, guys. I'm using the walnut, and I wanted to try it on white paper. So this is my opportunity. I do kind of like how it turned out, especially once everything is on there. I was kind of just like, about it when I first sprayed it on there, but once I got everything done, it was kind of cool. So, I was just like, okay, this is a little too white. I liked the spray on it, but I was just like, okay, so with the spray on it, I was just like, it's still too white. So I'm like, okay, so I dirtied it up a little bit more, and I'm trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this boy. I liked the boy with the little dog. He was all dressed up for the winter with the trees in the back and everything. I was like dedicated to use some of these frames, but obviously it just wasn't going to work. But there's something that I needed something for this boy. And it just seemed like it was too busy for him to be in the back with it. So I was trying to figure out something for him to be on top of, or something along those lines, or something to cover up him, or I don't know. He needed something. So I grabbed a little piece of paper that I had in my stash. It's actually from a calendar. If you guys don't know, I have Calendar Girls collaboration that goes on the 16th of the month. And I just grabbed a little piece from what I had in my stash from one of those. And I just stuck that in the back of him just to give him a little something to break up some of that collage of so much of what was going on in the background for the boy. Now I grabbed this gold deer, and I just thought that this was going to look really nice up here at the very top. Now I already punched my hole because I'm telling you, I really wanted to use those frames. Anyway, I punched my hole because I didn't want the deer to get in the way of that. And now I'm just like, I really kind of just want to add some more of this white. I was obsessed with this stuff today, or that day. I don't know, when I did these, I was really obsessed with that. So I did put a little more of that on there, that weird ribbon stuff from Dollar Tree. And then I grabbed out a few buttons. Like, these are a little bit more green. It kind of fits with our theme here. A couple of green ones, and then one bright red one. Kind of really pops on there. I really love how that turned out. And that pretty much is it, guys. We're going to use a jute twine ribbon to tie off our tag, and I love how that one turned out. Oh, that's right. I do add, I do find some words, and I go back and add words to both of these. The red one, I put holiday cheer on it, and then this one here, I put warm wishes, because it looks like he's all dressed up nice and warm for the winter. So, yeah. Project number 3, guys. We're going to do one more tag, and then we'll get into junk journaling here. So this one I went with a little foxy. So we're doing a little bit more of a nature theme, this one. And this one's the smaller one that I cut out the very beginning. I was just like, well, I might as well use it. I don't want to throw it, so we're gonna make a smaller tag here. And this one I'm just kind of putting on top of the fox and just cutting around it, because I didn't want to mess up the fox. I really wanted the fox to be the center of the attraction on this. So, and now we're just going to glue that right down to our little tag here. I do cut a little bit of excess on there, but I think I cut most of this out. I wanted to make sure it's even and everything. Yeah. Anyway, and then I don't know. This is just whims off of the old cuff here. I don't know. I found this little paper bag that was sitting in my stash, and I'm like, oh, how cute would it be for have a little pocket on the tag? I don't know. This is just something that just ended up coming to me while I was making this. It does end up turning out really cute. So I ended up just basically cutting the very, very bottom of this little pocket off, and we're just going to basically glue this tiny little tiny pocket down at the very bottom. I did want his little tail to kind of show, and that's kind of why I ended up cutting off a little bit more of it. But now I want to make sure that everything is glued down nice and secure, and have all the 3 sides nice and glued down, so we don't have nothing falling out. And now I'm going to go in some more with some of that dark espresso, making sure we don't have no white edges around the edge. Make sure everything's all nice and cohesive. And then I'm going to use my crocodile for our tag hole again. And I'm also going to trim off our little tag edges up there. Now I'm going to add this little holly sprig up there at the very top. I do add a little bit more of this sparkly washi tape too. I thought this would be really cute down at the pocket, so I did that as well. Now I decided, okay, so we have this little pocket, so now I need something to put in the pocket. So I'm actually grabbing the tag that I cut off of the ribbon that I used from Dollar Tree, and I'm just using that, and we're just basically covering the entire thing. I covered the back and the front. I saved you all the trouble of that. I did show you the very beginning of it, but I'm grabbing some stickers that I had in my stash. These are like scrapbook stickers. This one has a little music notes and a little heart. And I just stuck that down on here. Now I'm going to grab these little birds, and I am like fussy cutting around this little cardinal because it had some clear sticker stuff around it, and I didn't really want that to show. I kind of fussy cut around a little bit more of it, and I stuck that down right on top of the heart. I'm making sure that's going to stick really well. I did have to cut out a little bit of his tail, and I did punch the hole on it, but then I realized, you know, I think I'm going to kind of do like a little pull tab instead of like the string hole. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I had a little piece of red ribbon, and I'm just basically doing it kind of like a little pull tab. I'm just gluing each side down, and we're just going to stick that down in that cute little pocket right there. And it fits perfectly. Now, of course, like I said, I was obsessed with these little bunches of fabric up here in the corners. So I grabbed another bunch of that white fabric stuff, and then I add a little gold leaf to the top of that, right where the glue is, and then I'm going to add some more jute twine for this hanger. And we're going to tie off the hanger on this one. DIY number 4. Now we're going to get into the junk journaling, you guys. So here is my junk journal that I started for Christmas, and I have got to get into doing more of this. I've only done a couple pictures of, or done a couple pages of this so far this year. So I took out some of this paper that I had on my desk here of the pine cones, and I just kind of cut a strip of this, and then I'm going to use this as a pocket here for the side here, and I'm basically just going to glue down the 3 sides, the 2 smaller sides and then the very long side against the edge of the page there, so you can kind of use this for a tuck spot. I did have these little stickers that were sent to me, so I thought these would be really cute. So I was trying to figure out how I could do this to make it another little pocket. So these are stickers. So what I'm doing is I'm going around the edge of the sticker, guys, and I'm going to basically peel off the outer edge of it. So the outer edge will stick, but the inner side won't, if you know what I'm talking about. And then I can stick down the edging of the sticker, and then the middle of it will still be intact, so you can use it as a pocket. I thought that was kind of cool. So I cut out this little fawn, little deer, and we are going to glue that down. I also had these. This is also scrap stuff. This is stuff that I got off of I'm not even sure. I think it's Temu, but I'm not quite sure. I've ordered a bunch of stuff that I don't even know where the heck I got it from. That was in my stash. Adding ribbon, as you see there, and then I'm going to add this deer picture. Now the little frame thing that you saw me do, I'm going to end up covering that, and I'm going to use that as another slide-on pocket, but it's going to be a double-sided one, so when I do another page for my next page and the next side, it'll be on that side as well. This is actually a wrapper, a gold wrapper from a candy bar, and I thought it'd be really cool to cover this up with this foil. So I'm going to glue this down with this, and we're basically just going to wrap this up, kind of like a gold foil, like you would use regular gold foil. We're making basically like a little gold book. I'm going to cut off the excess here, and then we're basically just going to fold in the excess, basically like you would on a present, or like you would when you were making those book covers back in high school. We all know we all did it. And now we're just going to basically just slide this right onto our little page right here. I'm going to glue down the bottom, but I'm going to leave the side open there, and I'm going to leave the top open. And I'm basically going to do the same thing to this back piece right here. And now we're going to have a little extra pocket. I do add another piece of ribbon up here at the very top of this other page. Now I'm in my sticker book. I do end up adding a few pine cone stickers to this little foil piece. And again, I have that dang frame. I was determined to use one of these dang frames in this collage somewhere. I added a little bird sticker here, and then I grabbed out this tag. This tag was a sticker, but we're going to change it into not a sticker. I'm going to frame it out with one of our frames here. The little saying says, heaven angels sing. So, but it had trees in the background and everything. It was very fitting for our kind of nature inspired picture that we're doing today. So just basically cutting around the frame or the picture so you can see it through the frame. And now we're going to glue that right down onto our little gold pocket here. And now I decided we're going to add little snowflakes or little snow specks or whatever you want to call them all over our little deer picture. It needed to look like it was snowing. It just needed to have a little bit more of a winter scene in it. So I'm taking some antique white, and I'm just taking the back end of my paintbrush and just going along the edge with that. And while that was drying, I just stuck that into our little pocket there. I did not stick anything in this one, but I wanted to show you that you could. I wanted to wait till that deer dried before I did that. So, final reveal, you guys. Let's get into it. So we're going to just show you off all these little beautiful tags here quick. So we have our little lady, our holiday cheer, and then our warm wishes with our little deer up at the top, the little boy and the puppy, and then our cute little fox over here with the cardinal and the holly branch. It looks very cute. Everything turned out so adorable. I actually think these are probably one of my favorite tags. I really like how all of them turned out. So you'll have to let me know, guys, what you guys think. Make sure you guys are checking out everybody on the playlist. Give everybody some good love, because they're all getting into this scrapbooking. Well, there's some, could be scrapbooking as well. junk journaling, paper crafting, all that good stuff, guys. And we're just having fun with it. Journaling our way. And here is our journaling page. Let heaven, nature sing. Would you get down, Bisque, please? Let Mom do the voiceover here quick. And here's our little pocket of our little fox with our little tag in it. Let me know, guys, what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed all this. I have a couple of more videos coming up shortly for this new the new month coming up here, and we probably will get into some more junk journaling. I want to start getting into a little bit more of this, so I hope you guys enjoyed. God bless, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and I will also have a decorate with me here shortly, guys, too. I'm going to be setting up my Christmas tree.